Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing and talking about this Nvidia Shield Pro. So recently, we decided to add another streaming device to one of our bedrooms. We have a small child, we're in there a lot, rocking him to sleep, things like that. And so we're going to be rotating streaming devices. So we decided to upgrade in the living room, or at least we hope it'll be an upgrade. Currently we have an older model of Nvidia Shield and we love it. So we got this new one. It's got some different features, and we're going to open this box up, see what's in it. We'll talk about the two models I have and what the differences are, and talk about if it's really something you should go out and run out to upgrade to if you already have one of the old ones. So here we go. So first I can say, just like a lot of the Nvidia products, there is the packaging's nice. Like this box fits tight, nothing rattles around inside it. It's very, very good on that aspect. If you have a 4K TV, you might really like this too. It seems to do really well. So we have a remote. We'll start off with that. I wish I still had my old remote for the last Nvidia Shield that I have, but I don't. The dog chewed it up. The one thing I can say the difference between the two remotes is size. The other one was about this big compared to this one, and it had a like an aluminum outside. I can say that the last one was kind of small, so you lose it a lot, but it took a beating. Like I said, we have a couple of dogs, and the one loves to chew things, and he chewed on the remote a couple times, more than a couple times, and even in the end it still didn't die, but it was falling apart pretty good. We had to get a universal. So this remote's got a nice feel to it. It's more, well, if you can look here, of a triangular shape. So when you hold it, it kind of rests in your hand pretty well. The buttons feel good. It has a Netflix button if you're into that. It is battery operated. So let's see what we got here. Comes with some batteries. So it looks like it takes two AAAs. So remote's a pretty good score so far. It also rests well. Like I said, it's a triangle. So, and here's the Shield itself. It's basically the same exact design as the last one. You got two USB 3.0 in the back. You have your HDMI, your Ethernet cord, or you have your Ethernet port, and then your power port. And again, with this one, there is no SD card slot, which in one hand is disappointing, in the other hand it's not. There's so many thumb drives you can get now, and then of course you have your power right here. Also in the box, it looks like we have a instruction booklet. And that's about it. It's a quick start guide. Hit the button, start it up, blah, blah, blah. It looks like that's it. That's what's in the box. So we'll put these two side by side here. As you can see here, looking, this is the old one I had, this is the new one. They're pretty much exactly the same. There really is no difference in size or anything else. They have the exact same form factor there. In fact, just so I didn't get confused, I left my dongles in there in the old one. With the room that this one's going to be going to, the remotes and whatnot are going to come with it. So we're going to go over some differences between the two here. And so this one, like I said, this is 2019 Shield Pro. This is the 2017 just Shield. I did not get the Pro version. I didn't feel that I needed the 500 gigabytes at the time. Kind of regretted that decision because I want to do some more stuff, but you know, like I said, with this, the 16 still did fine for the household, especially for what we primarily used it for. If I would have had the 500, I would have just played around with it and done things I normally would have done. So it's not a big loss. But anyways, this one has 16 gigabytes of storage. So does the new one. They both have 3 gigabytes of RAM. The old one has a Tegra X1 processor. The new one has the Tegra X1 Plus processor in it. So with doing some research, it's supposed to be a 25% improvement in speed and, you know, power over the old model. Both have HDR10. The new one has Dolby Vision. The old one does not. Dolby Atmos, or however you would say that. The old one has pass-through only. The new one decodes plus pass-through. Both of these run Android TV 9, if you're into that. Both of them have HDMI 2.0. The new one has AI upscaling, which means it's supposed to upscale. If you have a nice TV, it'll upscale the images, supposedly. I don't have that fancy of a TV yet. That's the next thing. I'm trying to get the wife to let me upgrade. I would love to upgrade my TV in the living room. Both of them have the Wi-Fi, obviously. Old one has Bluetooth 4.1. New one has Bluetooth 5.0. Both of them have USB 3.0, and neither one have micro SD cards. So that being said, without even hooking these up, the difference between the two to me is minimal. The fact is, just to be upfront, I really feel this is a solid device, and that's the reason why we bought a second one. Like I said, this one here is going to go into our gaming computer room, and then another streaming device that we currently have in here is going to go into the child's room, and like I said, this one is going to go to the main room. Another thing that attracted me to this is, I've started to play around with Plex recently, and the new one has the Plex media server, which is, going to be pretty cool. We're going to be able to put all our media through there, be able to, run in the living room and all that type of thing. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be able to use, some of these 3.0 ports in the back. Maybe get some nice thumb drives to put in there. I might look at, I've seen a thing recently where you can get these M.2 drives and hook them up so you can plug them into USB. I think that would be kind of cool to play with also, kind of expand some of that storage. So we'll get this hooked up. We'll take a look at how it looks, and we'll see if that 25% difference is actually noticeable between the two. I'm probably not going to hook the little one up to look at it, but I will hook this one up and then let you know what my observation and feel is with running this, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So I happened to find the old remote. I just want to give you a comparison. Like I said, this right here is the new one, and this little guy is the old one. It's very thin, as you can see there, when you compare the two. The one thing I can say about this is we lose this a lot. So far, we haven't really lost this a lot. It's a little bit bigger size. This is very ergonomic in your hand also, like I said before. But this one here is taking a beating. This is really chewed up on the end. We have a couple dogs, and the one is really into chewing and getting into things. And what we've really discovered is, he's chewed the heck out of this remote, and it still works. Put a new battery in it the other day, and I can still just keep clicking. It was a very toughly built remote. So that was kind of cool. And as far as the new one, it's starting to get chewed on a little bit, but this is primarily plastic. This one here actually has an aluminum back and then it had a plastic top. So, you know, like I said, it is what it is. Okay guys, well here's our interface. This is a Android 9.0 Pie version. It's pretty snappy. We got a bunch of different apps here that we use. You know, you got your Google Play Store, which I know I love. It makes it worth it. You know, we got a little kid, so you know we got a lot of that stuff in here. But like I said, it's got some menus. You can scroll down. You got your YouTube. You know, fan of YouTube here. You have your Amazon Prime. You know, some Play Music. That's going away. So I'll have to get that fixed. But like I said, there's just a bunch of stuff, and you know, I guess let's get to the final thoughts. So my final thoughts, you know, as I said, I had an older version of the Nvidia Shield, and then I upgraded to, you know, the new one. Would I have bought a new one if I hadn't have added another TV? I would say probably not. The old Nvidia Shield still functions just fine. You know, I don't think the upgrade was huge for me. I think the upgrade would have been more worthwhile if I would have had a better TV. But my TV is actually older also. So whereas my TV's nice, it's not, my TV doesn't take advantage of everything that the new Shield offers. And so that might be something I'll have to fix. I'm gonna talk to the wife about that. But overall, like I said, the upgrade between the two, and at least in my case, isn't significant enough to, you know, warrant it. But that doesn't mean it may not be for you. So Nvidia Shield, still a very solid machine. I would still recommend it all day long as my go-to streaming device. It's because there's so much flexibility there. You know, you have the Plex, you have Kodi, you have the Google Play Store. You know, there's different other voice apps, you know, that you can use for it, like, you know, the Amazon-based ones, and, you know, Alexa or whatever it is, and, you know, there's different things like that. So it's definitely worth checking out. You know, it's a little more expensive than something like a Roku or, you know, things like that, but, you know, you get more bang for your buck, and I dig that, you know, and I dig being able to, you know, play around with it and add things. And but if all you want is just your basic apps, I mean, you might be okay with a basic Fire Stick, or, you know, one of those other things like the Roku. Not a Roku fan. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content. We got some more stuff coming out soon. Looking forward to seeing you back again on Mindmeld Tech.